that mellow yellow dead scared. The crowd in Yamacraw last week was so big, the PLP still in shock and awe. Now they melt down after that crowd in Central and South Eleuthera. Eleuthera got born 2 twins for the FNM. Theo Neely in the north and Howard Johnson in the south. This Thursday, God willing, we could be in Marathon with Heather Hunt. Jerome Fitzgerald will have plenty time after next election to see where the sand come back to Sanders Beach. The truth be told, you know, he should go down to the new Montague Beach Park. And that beach is growing at Sanders Beach right now, you know. He can see what a proper park looks like. And we are just getting started. Next time, both South Beach and Yamacraw will get new beach parks like Sanders Beach and Montague Beach. This Saturday, God willing, we could be in Fox Hill with Chanel Ferguson. You know, Chanel has actually one goal. The only thing Yellow Miller could win goal for is talking fool, which they no longer realize is a serious thing. On April 9th, it's going to be Easter Monday. Where splash will come from the south and the north, from the east and the west. We'll all gather at Montague Beach. You know, we call it red splash, but it is more than a splash. There's a wave of color red from Anagua and Meguana to Abaco and Grand Bahama. Golden Isles, can you feel it? Now on Easter Monday, we want an orderly, peaceful, safe, family fun day. Be not provoked by Yellow Miller on that day. Decorate your cars and trucks. Color red will have flags for every car. Every car. And T-shirts for everyone. Now, since you're going to be at the beach, I want you to make sure to keep all the children safe. Don't let them go near the water without an adult. I hear them other people can have some grill and chill on Easter Monday. Well, if they need to borrow some fire to light up their grills, let them come to Montague. We'll lend them a torch or two, because after the election, they can have plenty of time to grill and to chill. FNMs! Since we are on Golden Isles, let me say something about this thing they call it Gold Rush. You know, Charlie, this is your opening night, so let me do the ping for you tonight. The PLP is engaging in false advertising, just like when they lied about all them jobs they did not produce. The truth of the matter is they ain't gold at all, they're yellow. You know, Perry always sounds like he's daydreaming somewhere over the rainbow. He needs to start paying close attention to the order of the colors in the rainbow. When you look at the rainbow, the colors go in this order, you know. Red comes first, red, followed by orange, then yellow, and guess what? Green come after yellow.
That's my papa.
Anyway, we know what the PLP are rushing for. They're rushing for the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow called the cookie jar. I don't tell you now. Keep them out so they don't sell you out. At least you got to give the PLP credit for describing themselves accurately, you know. The gold rush in the United States of America was a sad period when only a few people got rich on the backs of many others. It was a time of greed when many people lost their way and some even died chasing false dreams. We know about the PLP in their gold rush. That's why they sold out them 10,000 acres of land in marijuana. We also know about the gold rush of the 1980s in this country, with the illicit drug trade which laid waste to our good name and our values. We are still recovering from that. It's the root of our crime problem today. The sad period in our country is the gold rush for fast money and ill-gotten gain, aided and abetted by a hopelessly corrupt PLP government. In his last term in office, that same PLP mentality was still rushing for gold with shady deals and all manner of scandals. They are dead right to call themselves Gold Rush. Every time you hear Gold Rush, you just think them rushing after that cookie jar of yours. We don't need a gold rush in the Bahamas. The rushing for gold is at the heart of the crime problem in this country. This rushing for gold by any means necessary is fueling the drug trade. This rushing for gold has young men breaking into houses right down here in Western New Providence, thieving your gold jewelry and selling it, snatching people's chain from around their necks. If the PLP want to be the party of gold rush, that's their business. The FNM has a different vision of the Bahamas. Let the PLP rush for gold, that fake gold. Our vision is to build a platinum nation. A platinum nation is a country of law and order. Which is why we've made the largest investments ever in a single term since independence in the police and the criminal justice system. The PLPs tell you what they might do to fight crime, but when they had a chance to do it, they did nothing. You know what might be the same for the platinum nation we seek to build? The theme song would simply be, Simply the Best. That's why we are building Simply the Best International Airport in this region. That's why we intend to have Simply the Best General Hospital at PMH. When it's completed, we aim to have Simply the Best National Sports Stadium. This is also why we're building some of the best roads in this region. Those of you who pass the road and utility works regularly will have noted the depth of the trenches for our new utility pipes. Some along Blue Hill Road south of the hill are as deep as 8 feet, while on average they are 6 feet deep.
Are you serious?
Dead serious. You know, some of the sewage pipes along Market Street where we're working now were discovered just 2 feet below the surface, and between Duke Street and Lewis Street, they were only 1 foot below the surface. The implications for public health are terrible and frightening. In the platinum nation we seek to build, we want the best in terms of education, employment, healthcare, economic opportunity, and social security. In the FNM, we still believe in the goal of it's better in the Bahamas. They long ago gave up on making things better in the Bahamas. That's why they did next to nothing in 5 years. Just as the earlier PLP abandoned the family islands, the Christie administration let our capital island become run down and dreary and did nothing about it. You know how some people like to talk about how the Bahamas should be or should aspire to be Switzerland, the West, or Singapore? There's much we can learn from those countries, I agree. But what we aspire to, in as many areas of our national life as is possible, is for other countries in the region to say, we want to be like the Bahamas. Golden Isles, FNMs. Today, I and my cabinet had the opportunity to exchange views. There was William Bratton, former Commissioner of Police in 2 of America's largest cities, New York and Los Angeles. He began his career in his native Boston, where he first developed a reputation for fighting and defeating crime by attacking the small infractions that affect people's quality of life, preventing tolerance of bad behaviour from growing to the tolerance of bigger and more serious crime. He also had the opportunity to renew acquaintances with a number of our senior police command and to have a look at what our police force is doing in its fight against the too high crime rate in our country. He came away from his meetings impressed with what our police are doing and impressed that we've invested wisely in hiring manpower, in training, and investing in technology, and engaging with the community to forge a partnership between the police and the community to fight crime. Our massive investment to fight crime will pay off, I assure you. We are moving in the right direction. To add more muscle to what we are doing and keep things moving in the right direction, we are engaging additional help to ensure that our gains are not lost. Commissioner Bratton said something that is very revealing today. He said to be effective in fighting crime initiatives, you need to have good, decisive leadership in the police command and the political level. Leadership not afraid of making tough decisions. As I've said to you before, to turn around serious crime, several things must be done at the same time. First, you have to start by addressing the small things that make our city less livable. You crack down on people breaking traffic laws. You fine more people for littering. You address the problem of people who are a public nuisance. Then you improve public infrastructure and beautify our surroundings. We are doing this thing all over this island and this country. We are also fixing the street lights on lamp poles, naming streets and numbering houses. You know how them other people like talk about so-called small things? Well, small things like these things save lives. A small thing like a sign with the name of your street reduces the time it takes an ambulance to get to your house. We deliver small things and we deliver big things. We continue our joint operations with police forces around our region, and particularly with the agencies of the United States of America on tackling the big international criminal issues. We've increased the number of police officers and vehicles while improving the conditions of service of police officers. We are targeting crime hotspots through targeted manpower. We are also deploying advanced technology, including sophisticated computer systems and software to track and strike at hotspots. We are expanding the closed-circuit TV network. This will be the most comprehensive expansion of crime-fighting technology in our nation's history. Our two state-of-the-art police mobile strike force vehicles are on call 24/7. They are fully equipped mobile police stations, each with significant crime-fighting technology. We know it takes more than crime-fighting tools and technology to fight crime, but we also know the fight against crime will not succeed without them. We will do everything in our power to provide alternatives to those who may be minded to criminal behaviour. We are working through our schools and our communities to promote peaceful settlements of disputes, to encourage and support greater involvement and volunteerism in our community, and to discourage and seek to correct bad behaviour.
Then we deliver, you know it.
But let me be clear. Anyone who got a mind to thief and kill and do serious crime, you can feel the full weight of the law of the Bahamas. I also remind all and sundry, you can't fight crime and a culture of criminality if you turn a blind eye to a culture of corruption in your own political party. You can't fight crime if you take money from sources who made the money illegally. A word to the wise is sufficient. Golden Isles. You know in the FNM you have leadership, decisive leadership, unafraid of making hard decisions. Those other fellas, well, we know the problem they have. They have no leadership. You know that message you get back when your emails don't go to the place you want to go? The message come back. Delivery failed.
We deliver, you know it.
That's the message the PLP sent to the Bahamian people. New schools, delivery failed. Straw market, delivery failed. National health insurance, delivery failed. New bail law to deal with these hardened criminals, delivery failed. New courts, more magistrates, more judges to try cases, delivery failed. Bama, delivery failed. Relocation to Port and downtown Nassau, delivery failed. Hope and help, delivery failed. Honest and clean government, delivery failed. If you fool with them again, the same message coming back. Delivery failed. Of course, the biggest thing they failed to deliver was strong leadership. They utterly failed you before, and they'll fail you again. Even though, you know, hard work never killed nobody, Christie never took the chance on doing hard work. Maybe that's why he did so little in 5 years, scared of hard work. You think 5 years later he'll work any harder than he did last time? He's 5 years older now, he's nearly 70. And you know, like I tell you, the older we get, the slower we get. Golden Isles, FNMs! You know the
That's my papa.
You know the parable of the talents from the scriptures has some important lessons for us today. The parable is about the story of the man who left his home to go on a journey. Before he left, he entrusted different amounts of talent of money to 3 servants. When he returned, he asked each of them.
Government is all about things and not people. The reverse osmosis plant is a thing, but it benefited the people of Saudi Lutra. The newly refurbished police station in beautiful Rock Sound. It's a thing, but it benefits people. The New Providence Road Improvement Project. Plenty of the roads them bare now, and they're looking pretty. Let's talk about the Jump Start program. Let's talk about the Job Readiness program. Those are things, but they benefit people. What we have done is taken this country out of the wilderness and continue to take it into the promised land. If you believe what them other folk are talking, you've been had, hoodwinked, bamboozled, run amok, and lied to. Because in the FNM, we deliver.
The FNM is working for all Bahamians.
The road expansion created 1,000 jobs to the Bahamians.
And we are better able to save lives.
The FNM spent $750 million to improve electricity, water, and schools.
Now we have clean drinking water for our families.
The FNM government built 3 new schools and expanded 8 others.
He is my papa, and he helps his people.
The FNM, this government is working.
Yeah!
The FNM is working for all Bahamians.
The road expansion created 1,000 jobs to the Bahamians.
And we are better able to save lives.
The FNM spent $750 million to improve electricity, water, and schools.
Now we have clean drinking water for our families.
The FNM government built 3 new schools and expanded 8 others.
He is my papa, and he helps his people.
The FNM, this government is working.
Yeah!
We trained over 3,000 people in our national training programs. We saved the jobs of thousands of civil servants in the midst of the Great Recession. We created over 4,000 temporary and permanent jobs as a part of the largest infrastructural program of any country in our region over the past 5 years. We know all of these investments in you, the Bahamian people, will have 10 times return. We invested heavily to ensure that the country got through the rough times and is prepared for economic recovery and growth. We invested heavily in the arsenal of manpower, equipment, social programs, courts, and legislation needed to push back against a surge of crime and violence in our land. We are making progress, but there's still much more to be done. We have the leadership, the strength, and the determination to meet these challenges and more. We've not buried our talents in the ground. You can go anywhere and everywhere and see and touch what we have done. We have, I believe, been faithful stewards. You know from our record that the plans we offer you for our next term will come true. You know from the abysmal record of our opponents that their promises are like words written on the sand at the edge of the shore. FNMs, we are commencing our ad campaign on television and radio, beginning tomorrow and the next day. We'll suspend it on Wednesday week of Holy Week. We are paying our way also. I paid Sedness today $159,000 for all of these rallies that have been carried live on television. And tomorrow, PLP go to see Sedness because it's time for them to pay. They owe from the last time. Pay up!
On the red.
And I also told Sedness, make sure the FNM has a bill every Monday morning, God send, until election, so we can pay every week as we go. And I want the PLP treated just like that. Pay as we go.
On the red.
FNMs. The other side, likes to talk about believing in Bahamians. They've yet to learn the critical difference between belief and faith. It's one thing to tell an athlete that you believe in him. It's another matter entirely to keep faith with them by building a new stadium and increasing athletic scholarships. Next time, we'll also build gymnasiums in Abaco, Eleuthera, Exoma, and in several other high schools here in the Providence. It's one thing to tell straw vendors you love them, but keep them under the tent in the sun. We kept the faith with our vendors by building a new home for them. It's one thing to tell young people that you believe in them, but then only give them $5 million worth of scholarships to go to COB in 5 years. We gave $25 million or 5 times that amount in COB scholarships to our young people.
Are you serious?
Dead serious. If the PLP really believed in our young people, they would have kept the faith with more of our COB students. The leader of the opposition likes to talk about second chances. My concern is why he didn't give many more deserving young Bahamians a first chance at a scholarship at COB.
On the red.
Golden Isles. These have been difficult but productive years. I'm glad I've had Charlie Maynard on my delivery team these past 5 years. He has been working for Golden Isles and for the Bahamian people. I need you to send back Charlie Maynard to the House of Assembly. The other side is scared of him in the House, His lie detector is catching them in all manner of half-truths, mistruths, and downright bloody lies. We had to tell him to turn down the volume on his lie detector in the House the other day. Because if we didn't turn the volume down, all you'll hear from the other side is ping, ping, ping. You should be proud of Charlie, as I am. He has common sense and practical wisdom. If Perry Christie had a practical wisdom in his cabinet, that national stadium might have gotten out of his mind and off the ground. Speaking of wisdom, or lack thereof, there was no Junkanoo Bleacher Gate on our watch. And we significantly reduced the price of Junkanoo tickets so that they were more affordable for you, the public. When another party was in office, the cost of Junkanoo tickets went from $15 to $100. Junkanoo is a festival and a celebration of the people. That's why we, the FNM, reduced Junkanoo ticket prices to a range of between $5 and $45. FNM direct. And we also introduced more free viewing areas than ever before. You'll remember that the PLP paid some $2 million to rent bleachers in 2002 from a foreign firm, and then entered a rental agreement that cost $480,000 a year for the New Providence parades only. Well, the FNM now has an annual contract of $406,000 that covers 10,000 seats in Nassau, 2,000 seats in Grand Bahama, and 1,000 seats in another designated island. Yes, Charlie has done a good job with youth, sports, and culture. Think of some of the new initiatives of this government that Charlie needs to take full credit for. There's the new Thomas Robinson Stadium, Volunteer Bahamas, the new Straw Market, which is now under his ministry. There are 883 persons registered to serve under Volunteer Bahamas. This is building community. Think of Starter, which has provided over $2.5 million in financial assistance to almost 600 young budding entrepreneurs.
We deliver, you know it, come on.
Golden Isles send Charlie back to the house. He will do well for you next term. He deserves another term. And I tell you, Charlie is a rising star. FNMs. I spoke in Eleuthera about our intention. For a heritage tourism initiative in our next term. The Heritage Tourism Initiative, among other things, will upgrade the infrastructure and proper signage needed to improve our heritage sites. We are doing this, first of all, for ourselves and for our young people. Like they say, this we thinks. We'd like to share our cultural treasures with our millions of annual visitors. In doing so, we can significantly enhance the cultural aspects of what we offer as a first-class tourism destination. Moreover, we can take better advantage of what will be the multi-million-dollar heritage tourism sector. In conjunction with this effort, I want to announce we'll continue to advance a public arts project. We want to use public spaces like government buildings, outdoor recreational spaces, roundabouts, parks, and other public spaces to display the paintings, sculpture, craft work, special art installation, and the poetry of Bahamian artists.
Are you serious?
Dead serious. The new public treasury building on East Street has such a program to feature the works of Bahamian artists. In the new office of the Prime Minister on West Bay Street, there are a variety of arts, crafts, and woodworks featuring Bahamian artists. The new LPIA features some of the work of our major artists. The Public Arts Project will showcase the talents of Bahamian artists across generations. Such artwork will be featured in public spaces, such as the new National Stadium, new Government Administrative Complex, and a host of public spaces. The Public Art Project will also help to showcase across the country our vibrant Bahamian imagination and artistic talent. The PLP running out of message now, but they ain't running out of talking fool. You're going to hear plenty from them soon. I'm especially proud that more than 20,000 people, that 20,000 more people, and counting, are registered to vote in this election. That's what this democracy should be about. I also want to encourage all who are eligible to register to vote, who have not yet done so, to do so. I send a special message to our young people, who will be first-time voters this time. Young people ages 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Take advantage of this right you have as a citizen of a free and democratic country. The right to elect your government gives you the vote. Use it. I want to again remind all citizens, if you moved out of one constituency for 3 months or more, but less than 12 months, you may choose whether to vote in your old or in your new constituency. But if you've been living outside the constituency in which you registered to vote for 12 months or more, you must change your registration to your new address. We are inviting the world to come and observe our elections. We want the world to see that we run free, clean, fair elections. We want all and sundry to say that when it comes to democracy and free and fair elections, it is indeed better in the Bahamas. Let our little Bahamas be an example to the world. FNMs, I know you are ready for the bell to ring, but I ain't ready yet. But it ain't long now. I see Brave Davis, there was a little toy bell. Perry had a bell one time, you know. I could see Perry pretending to have a bell. But Little Brave, child, please.
Never.
But that should tell Perry something a little brave. He ain't really brave. He just facey and he just fast. Golden Isles. We're going to have our last rally on Saturday night in Fox Hill. We're going to suspend for Easter week. After Easter Monday, we will start again on Tuesday. I think that's the 10th of April. We're going to be in Garden Hills. We go from Garden Hills to Seabreeze. And on that Saturday, we've been cooking up, we've been seasoning the pot down in Cat Island for Brave. We've been seasoning that pot, putting all kind of ingredients in it. They tell me it's time to turn the fire on. So the Saturday after Easter we'll be in Cat Island. FNM's, we got the bell. When you hear the ring, color red, gonna make yellow look even more mellow.
Color red, color red, color red.
When election comes, vote for me, vote for Charlie, vote FNM. We have the better record in healthcare and education. We have the team to deliver clean and transparent government. We have the better vision for jobs and economic recovery. We have better programs and policies for youth development. We most definitely have the better leadership to fight crime, and renew our national spirit. So Golden Isles, vote for a better Bahamas. Vote FNM. Thank you, and see you on Thursday night in Marathon.